Tim is the hold on. Tim's the first one in the building. What's good? I'm doing all right, Tim. How are you? Thanks for asking. How do I send my beats? Check the description for all the instructions. Bick is back in the building. Is the sound guy? I don't know if it's gonna be me or sound guy today. I guess we'll see. Last week was definitely sound guy. Wilfred Cyrus in the building. Was good. Got some new music from you to play today. JD made a beat. You sent some. Got you. Hey, first time here. Let's go. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. What editing software do I use? Premiere Pro from Adobe. But yeah, shout out to everyone here. How you guys doing today? We'll wait for some more people to join and then we'll get started. Rocket Main is back in the building. What's good? How you been? Please listen my beat. If I get to it, I probably will. Shout out from Russia. I think you might be the first person from Russia in the live chat. That's crazy. Thank you for being here. But we're about to get started. So if you're brand new and you've never been to a stream before, check the description for all instructions. You want to send to chambers at ChambersMixedIt.com. That's the email. Send one MP3 to be played in the stream. I announced that I'm going live yesterday, so I already has some submissions, some send-ins starting from last night, and we'll be working our way up one by one. And of course, if you're a class member or if you skip the line by sending $10 to my PayPal or Cash App, you get to skip over the entire line and get played immediately next. But like I said, all information is in the description in case you forget. But we'll be starting, like I said, with class members. The very first person is Wilfred Cyrus, who is in the chat with us today. Let's go. My beat was the last one about to get played last time, but it didn't get played. Yeah, no, the last stream wasn't great. Right. Wilfred Cyrus, Billy's in the building. What's good? Plain Park Beats, what's good? How you been? All right, let's get started. Always picking the most fire samples.
Hey, pour a little more sunshine in my glass or make it Hennessy. Used to love smoking, think it's fucking with my chemistry. I still blow but think about it often like a memory. Like when a nigga go eventually, when they remember me. The same hood but all still divided like symmetry. Some fell but I remain locked in like.
It's always special when we get to start out with a song and not just a beat. And not just any song, but a song of a producer and an artist who are both incredibly talented.
Jones for a solid gold soul with a memory. I can't see myself trying to be what they pretend to be. Them Hoover programs back then provided ministry. They killed the black messiah before I knew he was a kin of me. They made a nigga look like me, my worst enemy. The devil's a reflection of self, negative synergy. Understand the lingo and you can see the imagery. The mission was to grow black boys but do it mentally. Seems like social media done fucked up our centuries. To build it up, we gotta tear it down. This how it's meant to be. No, like yeah, I got love for my hoes. Nigga, I got love for my woes. Even love for my foes. But you told me you don't pray, you get cold. So I'm strapped up like G's and Jabos trying to dance.
Such a great sample choice. I've heard this song a lot of times across hip hop. It's very popular for sampling.
For my soul.
Yeah, you said you did what, 20 bars? Where was that coming? He only raps 20 bars. It's not done. Yeah, whenever you guys put out an album or tape of some sort, it's gonna be so incredible. Super excited to hear more work from you guys always, but I've got to hear a handful of songs that you guys have made together, and they're just all amazing. But yeah, starting off this stream strong with a great beat, not just a beat, but a song from Wilfred Cyrus and Glory Days, the artist. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for sending. I sent one and would like to skip the line so you guys can tell me if I'm trash off the rip. I mean, go for it. We don't normally call people trash. We just try to help people. But yeah, if you want to send, go ahead. No, it's all good though. I'm still here. Thomas, shout out to you. Appreciate it. I have songs in SoundCloud. Nice. Billy, I just saw that you skipped. I'm about to get to yours soon. Let me see who's immediately up next. I believe it is William. This one called Flower. Let me also read the chat. Can I send you a song? I'm a rapper. Yes. Songs, beats, loops, any music. Absolutely. Just check on the description of the video for the email. Who's on the mic? That would be Glory Days. The incredible duo that he has with Wilfred Cyrus. They go crazy every time. Wait, yeah, jeez, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the stream to take this person out of the stream. My goodness. This would go insane in a car just off the bass. Jaden in the building. Who's the 808 player? I have no one left. It's really just me. Trying to figure that out. Like right there's certain points where the kick hits that it sounds a little bit thin. I don't know what that could be, but I like the 808 a lot. I like the octave changes, different melodies brought in here and there. Shout out to William. Thank you for sending. How many emails in the queue right now? The force was dismantled. The force dismantled itself, honestly. It's really just me out here. How many people in the, what's it called, the queue? Let me check since we just started. We got 33 already. 33 people in the queue. Next up, I did that one. I gotta wait for some people. Okay, we got Tim up next, and then Roderick, and then Billy's up. Let's get it. Tim said first sample beat. Where is the folder at? Where's my folder at? Tim broke my computer. Okay, there we go. First sample beat. Let's hear it. And budget cuts. Yep. This has to be crazy, Tim. All right, Tim, I got some. This has a lot of potential. I'm gonna give you my ideas on it. I think I would filter the sample, like take a EQ like this. You would do like the first preset is fine, and just cut it back. So we have a low pass filter. Cut the highs out of the sample, so it's more like this, and that's gonna open up so much more space in the beat for the artist. Because right now, if you try to rap on it, it's gonna be vocal on vocal. But if you put a filter on it, it would open up so much more space, and then you could do another section like later on before the hook, maybe like 4 bars without a filter, just to create the variation. That could be cool. I really like the synth bass in the hook. Layer the snare. That's not a bad idea, Stitch. Either layer the snare or just turn it up a lot so it hits harder. I also like the melodies that you added on top. A lot of people struggle with adding music to samples, but you did it right. And the 808, that's impressive. Because this is your very first time using a sample and a beat, and you got the 808 matching. A lot of people also have a hard time with that because they don't have the MIDI and can't see what the root note is. So if you got the 808 solid with the sample, great job. Okay, shout out Tim. Great first beat from you today. Up next, hold on. Did somebody mess something up? No, that was definitely a lie. Where'd that go? Alejandra is in the building. You said wait like an hour to play your beat. Do you still want me to wait, or are we good, or what? Let me know. Okay. Who did I say was next? It was Roderick. Yes, sir. AKA Rod in the chat. Look at that waveform.
Working it out for you, girl. We got it. Working it out for you, girl. We got it. That boy's good. Working it out for you, girl. We got to figure it out. He's working it out for you.
God, I would pay money to hear V's on this, but the mixing is needs a lot of work. But this could go so crazy though. This would be so hard, but the sample is unbelievably loud compared to the drums. So then we turn the sample down a lot, cut some of the low end out of the sample, and let those drums breathe because they're getting buried under the sample. And the bass that you have in there is fire. I don't know if that's a part of the sample or if you have the stems for it, but if you could somehow turn the bass up, even just adding some, well, it depends on if you have the stems or not. But what I would do, if I want to isolate bass from a sample, I'll duplicate the sample and take the second copy and filter it all the way down so it's just the bass. And now you separated the bass from the rest of the beat. And you could definitely get more punch out of the kick to combine with that bass. But this is fire. It just needs a lot of mixing work. I can also hear there's so much low end in the sample itself and the vocals that's gonna clash with the kick and all that stuff. So yeah. I can hear so many people on this beat. Super fire. Shout out to Roderick. I don't know where you went in the chat. I saw you a second ago, but that was dope. So much potential in that one. I believe Billy is up next. My guy. Thank you for sending and skipping the line, which is 45 beats long right now. Billy's up next. Working it out. That's catchy. Whoa! Hold on. I know I'm the only person on the police force, but Billy, you just got yourself arrested. I'm sorry. Damn, beats fire though. I love the 808 sound and the pattern. I know exactly what you did though. It's not a bad mistake to make. Cause what you're let me check. I believe what you're doing is let me see. Let's see what's going on here. Bump, bump, bump. That's what you're hitting. Bump. Yes. Okay. I've seen this a lot of times before with people where they actually, the 808 sounds in key, so you end up going with the top line of the chord. So the key is G sharp minor, right? Because it's the bump. That's the 808 note that you want to hit. But I get why you put the D sharp, because that's the top line and it still sounds in key, but it's not your root note. This is actually something that I've seen a million times before. Definitely take some practice. It's a lot better than being completely off. Like if you were out of the scale completely, but when people miss the root note, they often go for the 5 or the 5th note in the scale, which is D sharp here, which is also why you labeled it D sharp minor, but it's actually G sharp is where you want to be. But I get what you did. Aside from that, I love the mixing. I love the 808 sound that you're using, and the slides that it has are fire. That's dope. I really like the new section too. Again, great 808 sound selection. Just got to get the right note. Kaz, what's the first part of your email again? Yeah. Great sound selection overall. Great melodies. Ooh, we keep it here. Then we go back to the drill. But yeah, shout out to Billy. Thank you for sending and skimming the line. That was dope. I give you 1 month in 808 prison because it's not that serious of an offense. But thank you for sending. Kaz, thank you. I'll get yours pretty soon. Do you use a drill? It sounds like an 808 used for drill purposes, yes. Can I submit a collab beat? Absolutely. Let me see. Who's up next? Boom, 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 boom. Since Honda is here, I could play yours now. Well, some feedback on this. Not sure about the guitar part. Let's go.
I just wanna feel love. I just wanna feel. Just wanna feel. I just wanna feel love. Just wanna feel. I just wanna feel. Just wanna feel. I just wanna feel. Just wanna feel. I just wanna feel love.
Definitely love the guitar part. This is smooth. The main thing I would tell you is just turn it up, because it's kind of... Where are we falling? Around like -9. You could definitely get a lot more volume out of it. Sound selection wise, everything is great. I would not change a single sound. Chords are great. Vocals perfect. It would be really cool to hear you try something with harmony, like playing 2 notes in the melody, this high octave melody at the same time, and kind of layering them. Like maybe start with the first 4 bars, just how you have it, and then the second half, maybe try like a harmony. That would be really cool. Yeah, I really like the guitar part because I know you wanted specific feedback on that. It sounds great. Sounds more like an entry for a beat, not a whole beat. This is what you call a loop, which is not a whole beat. But shout out to Honda. Thank you for sending. Next up, we're waiting on Frenchie. All right, we got Kaz. Tattoos, 145 BPM. Let's get it. Thank you, Rob, for clarifying. Excited to hear your tag later on. All right, I'm about to save your life real quick. Hold on. With this bass, let me get a tempo locked. The note that I want you to hit first with the bass, that would make this sound so much better. Let's figure it out together. Hold on. Bomb. Oh no, I'm gonna lose it. Bomb, bomb. Why do I always do that? Bomb, bomb. I think it's E. Let me see. Yes, okay. Change the bass note right there to E. It sounds a little bit strange at whatever note it's at, but I like how you pick it up to the other note, the actual root note, and then go back down. Sounds so much better at E. Same thing with the 808. Whatever note it's at sounds pretty wonky, so just change that to an E and you're good. Vocal sample sounds fire. I love how short the 808 is too. Oh man, now I really want to hear that E. So I don't know if you could either this stream or the next stream. Send it again with the 808 at E. Man, it's so fire. Like your instrumentation, the guitar, the vocal sample, the filters, the different sections, the kick drum, hi-hat, everything is on point. Literally, it's just one 808 note that you have to change, and it will completely transform this beat even higher. Super solid work, Kaz. Thank you for sending. Always appreciate you being a part of the streams. Thank you very much. Always amazed at how you can catch the bass being off and I have to arrest people. No arrest made today. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at you either, Billy. This put together well besides the 808. Facts. Yeah, it is kind of muscle memory. It comes with time. It's not really something you can just learn in a day. It's a time thing for sure. Crazy vocal chop. Yes, indeed it is. Essentially one is probably going to be played soon. I submitted right when you posted yesterday. Great. It probably will be played today. But honestly, submitted that almost got played last time might be way harder. I don't know. We'll see. But next up, that was Kaz. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. I got Blake Rose up next. Thank you also for sending and skipping the line, which is, let me check. 61. Damn, guys. We're 28 minutes into the stream and the email line is 61 beats long. What in the hell is this? Let me double check that. Blake Rose sent the beat. Let's play it. Okay. The 808's in key this time. Who do you guys hear on this one? Honestly, I would turn the hi-hat up a little bit, but the melody's fire. B-Rose Beats in the chat. Thank you for sending this masterpiece. This is fire. Yeah, appreciate that. But that one was crazy. I don't know if you can top it, but if you wanted to send another beat that actually has audio in it, I would be happy to play it. But thank you for sending. I'll wait on that one and move on to the next person in the meantime. Let's see. We got Brenton coming up next. Let me go find your email. Here it is. Tailored. Capital Lord. I kind of like that name. Let's hear it. So hold up, I'll send another. My fault. Every once in a while, something like that happens. But Taylor Maine, let's hear it.
Tailored made music.
There we go. Now, why on earth we got reverb on the hi-hat? This is another fire beat. I think the theme of today is everyone's sending fire beats, but there's one fatal flaw. If it's just one bass note, one 808 note, one mixing error, or in this case, there's reverb on the hi-hat. It's fire beat. Just take the reverb off. Does sound like sleigh bells. Exactly. Maybe that's what you're going for. I don't know. But in general, for a trap piece like this, you normally don't put reverb on too many drum sounds, especially not something as consistent as a hi-hat, unless you specifically just want that sleigh bell sound effect. That's you. But for in general critique, that's what I would say. But otherwise, this is hard. The snare rolls are hard. Different melody coming up. That's awesome. Here's what I will say. If you do really like the reverb, I'll do something in my beats sometimes where I completely change up the drum pattern for 8 bars just for the contrast and then get back to the main pattern. So if for like a quick 8 bars you want to put reverb on a hat because you're addicted to it and you just need it, like you have to have it in the beat, do something like that and then get back to the main drums, and it's going to create great variation in the beat. But you already have great variation with the melody here, completely switching to like this bell sound. And extra points for you for hitting all the right 808 notes. Guitar is solid too. But yeah, I definitely appreciate how well you do with structuring and creating different sections across the entire beat, different melodies, different octaves, not just different octaves but different sounds as well. So thank you very much for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Tailored made music. The snare rolls are really nice. Exactly. Hi-hat, reverb, hi-hat. I can't speak today. Hi-hat reverb sounds good in R&B occasionally. Yes, it does. B Rose Beats sent another one. Let's see if this one actually has sound. All right. Look at that. B Rose Beats, everyone. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's hear it. It almost has like a tunnel vision vibe by Kodak from however many years back that was. It sounds like, I feel like I like got into it with the guy at the saloon. Now we gotta like go out in the middle of the street and have like a quick draw shootout kind of thing. Look what I don't want to see you win it. I would do with this section right here. What is that, like 16 bars of no bass? Definitely at some part, at least by the 8 bar here in the verse, bring some sort of bass back, whether it's just the 808 or whether it's just the kick. Because sometimes when you go way too long without the bass, it gets a little repetitive. So definitely bring that in at some point. Be curious to hear what an octave change would sound like in that guitar or that pluck sound, whatever that is. Damn, what was that 2018 when that song came out? I'm gonna do some research. That was like the biggest song in the world when it came out. That was crazy. Release date. Going right there, I want to see you win. 2017. Damn, I was off by a year. How many years ago was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 8 years ago. Oh my goodness. I like the drum bounce a lot. 2017, I think you got it. Congrats. But yeah, no, I agree. Good sync for a show or a commercial, possibly. Absolutely. There's a lot of potential and different opportunities that this beat could be taken to. I love the bass. It hits and it's like nice and heavy bass sound. My only thing is right here, just try to fill up more space with some drums instead of going 16 bars straight. just to keep people's interest. Thank you very much, B Rose Beats. Appreciate you sending. The first beat that you sent was crazy, but this second one was even crazier. Let's move on. Who do I have up next? I got, what's it called? Joshua is up next. 151 BPM, lab sample, FL, mastered. A mastered beat, interesting. Sounds like background music for a Foot Locker. Am I the only one who's like hearing like country, like Western saloon brawl kind of music? Anyway, this is Joshua. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's hear it. Already sounds great. Great musicality. It's a great chord progression as the foundation, and the way you built on top of it layer by layer sounds great, especially the placement of the vocals. I like how strong the bass is. I would turn the drums up a little bit, but that might overcrowd it. Then just turn the main music down just so the drums have a little bit more space. Ooh. Nah, you just leveled up crazy. I need to hear that again. Happening again. Oh man. You guys can hear and see me, right? I'm sorry to interrupt this fire beat, but the website's crashing or whatever. This is amazing. Hold on. They're playing with me, guys. Say, yeah, you're good. All right, I can see it in the, what's it called, in the chat on my phone. But on the screen, it's freezing up. But it usually fixes itself in time. Regardless, this is incredible. Probably top 3 of the beats that you're going to hear today. The contrast between the drums in the beginning part and then all like the synth stab thing. Wow, wow, that's amazing. The technical difficulties continue to be difficult. Oh yeah, shout out to Joshua. You killed this. Top 3 today. In the You guys let me know if I ever stop working. But you're saying you can see me and hear me so far. I can't see anything. Is what's Oh wait. It's back. Let's go. Wow. Like it never happened. Let me just set this up again. Boom. Anyway, shout out Joshua. Absolute work of art. Well done. It seems like we're okay. I'm going to assume that we're okay. Here come the clicks and pops. Now I got to make my computer go on superpower mode. Bro made pain unwashed. That's a great point. Bass synth is sick. Frenchie's in the building. I could play your beat pretty soon. All right, did I get rid of the clicks? I think so. Half of the stream is just getting rid of technical difficulties, but we're all right. Next up, I got Antonio, and then Frenchie's up next. Let's do it. Shout out to Antonio. Thank you for sending it, skipping the line. Let's hear your beat. Go away, clicks and pops. Incredible samples today. What do you guys hear on this? I need good recommendations for artists. Who do we hear on this beat? Very nice piano. I would just work on the mixing a little bit, turn the vocal down a tiny bit, and turn the drums up. And the 808 is not exactly following the sample, but I'll let it slide this time just because the overall beat goes crazy. French Montana, I'll take that. French Montana's a good answer. Yeah, that one crazy. Just turn the drums up. Maybe turn the vocal down a little bit. Beautiful work from Antonio. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. You killed that. Like, crazy sample choice. And coming up right after him, we got Frenchie. Frenchie, who was in the last stream, who was going through it with me, but today's a different day. If this would download. They don't want to download Frenchie's beat. All right, here we go.
The Rello production on the beat.
For Jay, light him up.
Actually, bro. I was about to say, Frenchie, I would love to hear you make a beat with a steel drum. Percussion is on point and fills up all the little gaps in the beat. Beautiful. Here's the thing though, Frenchie's participating in the beat battle that's coming up, which will probably be held at the end of the month. He's gonna be a threat to a lot of people. Such a clean mix. The drums hit perfect. You can hear all the different elements and they're exactly where they need to be in terms of leveling. Again, that percussion, the sound selection in it is on point. Yeah, you killed that. Definitely gonna be a problem to a lot of people in the battle. Thomas said I'm coming. Thomas is also in the beat battle. That's fire. Are there any spaces left? No. I'm doing 16 this time. I was gonna do 32, but now I'm cutting it to 16, and they're all filled now. Do I have a Discord server? No, I have a community. I personally think, well, you could argue. I prefer it over Discord because Discord is too many random people doing random stuff. But I have a more organized community that you could join for free, and you could also access the private channels if you're an online class member. Right. Justin? Okay, so that was Frenchie. And now we're back with Tim. And then line skips are open. Let me check the line for anyone who's wondering. Also clear out the spam. And hope I don't get a virus. We got, what's going on? We have 83 beats in the email right now. 83 beats. And I can see that a lot of people joined. So let me see. If you want to send an ad to the line, you can send to chambers@chambersmixedit.com. All information is in the description. If you want to skip over that entire line of 83 beats that I'm definitely not going to get fully through today, you could skip the line by sending $10 to my PayPal, CashApp, Super Chat, whatever, and I'll play it immediately next. But we got Tim up next, and then going to the very bottom of that line. And I already played that one, didn't I? I feel like I did, and it went crazy. Is there another? Oh, you have this one too. Let me get this one then. Joiner Lucas. Interesting.
Too many times I told you, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up for nothing, was laying on bricks and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you and fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said that I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from
Beats hard.
12, but that isn't Brady. You is jail, but that doesn't faze me. I keep
Tim, what did you build this beat off of his acapella, or did you make the beat first and then add the acapella? Like, what's the order that you made it in?
myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you bastards will play me, it'd be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced that we gon' be having a baby. I having some twins, there's 2 in the back. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me
The drum bounce definitely matches the rhythm in the vocal.
and you is some trash. I'm really 100, you doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10 and you like a 2, if you was a 10 then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my shit again. She got a fatty, I thought about hitting it. Hit it for practice like I've been auditioning. Cut a job when she started a bigger one. Cut a drop with the scissors, I'm jizzing. Not make the Guinness. I've been waiting on this. When I made $1 million, they said it.
Yeah, definitely like the drum pattern. I would like more gaps with like no drums for like 2 bars, 4 bars maybe, just to bring them back in and they hit hard again. That would be cool. But overall, well done from Tim. Thank you for sending. How come, for example, the beat that I sent you, I'm in D sharp minor, but my 808 needed to be, no, you're not in G sharp. You're not in D sharp minor. You're in G sharp. If you need to rewatch the whole thing that I said, I explained the whole thing about how you thought the leading note of the chord was the key. It's always the root note. So your leading note was D sharp, but the root note was G sharp. And that's why you're not in D sharp minor, you're in G sharp minor, and that's where the 808 should be. But I made the whole chord for you and everything. But I feel like I explained it before. All right, we got number 2 from William. It's called Chill Brazil. would say the first beat you sent is definitely a lot better put together. This one sounds a little bit more, I don't know, all over the place, kind of like random FX sounds and stuff, and some things aren't all the way in key. OG Don is in the building. I mean, the mixing goes alright, yes. If we're going to point out the good, the mixing is solid, but the melody is kind of, I don't really know what the melody is. There's just kind of some random sounds playing that aren't necessarily all in key. This is my first beat that doesn't look like a brick. Interesting. Like, the drum mixing is great, but the sound selection could be better, and if the melody had more direction to it or just made more sense, it would definitely be a better beat without some of the random perk sounds and sound effects and the chirping. OG Don is also going to be in the beat battle coming up. Excited for that. Shout out to William. Alright, there we go. Now line skips are open. I'm going back to the bottom of the line, which has 84 beats in it. Starting with Thomas. Shout out to you being the legitimate first person to send after I posted about the stream yesterday. Look at this waveform. I don't know, man. We're back to the crazy distorted beats. I don't know who's rapping on this, to be honest. Turkey's in the building. What's good? Sorry you just joined to hear this one. I don't know what's going on, bro. Talking about waveforms looking like bricks. This is one of the ones. I feel like it could be hard, but you definitely gotta lower it crazy because it's just blasting right now. Yeah, guys, be careful. Next up, Jonathan Pinder. Let's see this one. Smooth saxophone so far. This is solid. Nice and open. Fire. Just point out a time frame. Wait, hold on. It said at 16. That's the first time anyone's ever done that in the chat, and specifically call out a time signature, whatever it's called, time code. I don't know what the word is. That is true, Rob. I like the vocal. Yeah, that's a solid one. Shout out to Jonathan. Good mixing, nice open melody. But you know, I get it. Like, there's there's a very small amount of people who do rap on beats like that. There's like the good clipping, and then there's crazy distorted. There's a very small group of people who do prefer that. I don't know how the mixing engineers feel about that. But we got Rob up next. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hold on. Wait, what do you say? The tag is at the end. You couldn't. You absolutely could have put the tag right here. What? He said the tag's at the end. Rob is one of the few that consistently go crazy every stream. I'm gonna look for the tag. I swear that's the best tag I ever heard in my life. Some guy speaking Italian. Lil Jon is in the house. Really like the sound effects, because you have your classic organ and a classic synth and all this stuff that you're always great at, but all these do sound effects on the side go crazy. What? Yeah, shout out to Rob, the one crazy. Durkey's going 2 for 2 right now. Let me know when you sent. Wait, did you send it? Oh, you did. Are you trying to send? Oh, wait, what? Are you sending 2? Or you're just doing this one? Let me know. But you did skip the line twice. But regardless, I'm going to play this one. Everyone get ready. This might be crazy. This is Durkey, everybody.
Ik weet wat Durkey aan gaat kwijt.
AOAB.
Chords are so clean. Supporting the stream, appreciate you, bro. Thank you. But for everyone in the chat, this is a great example of what beautiful sound selection sounds like. All the sounds match up, they work together perfectly. It's such a full high quality sound. I also like how there's no 808 and it's just straight synth bass, and you use it so well. Other major key to learn from with this beat is every 8 bars there's a change up, whether it's the strings are added, the drums are different. Even looking at the waveform, like a lot of people send beats that just look like this section the entire time. Look at this waveform. See how there's different sections, some without drums, some with less drums. You could just see it without even needing to listen.
sweat.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-hit kick count. That went crazy. Shout out Durkee. Thank you for sending. You killed that as usual. Appreciate you. Let me see who's up next. Also, what is going on? We said, where do you send it? Send to the email in the description. But right now, the queue is 86 beats right now. So if you send it right now, am I going to get through 86 beats in this stream? Most likely not. If you want to skip the entire line to be played immediately next without needing to wait, look in the description for the instructions. This is White Frosty up next. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. I like the different vibe on the drums for this one, especially with the slides. Turn the hats up a lot and turn the sample down a little bit just so there's more room with the drums. I like the different type of 808 bounce that one has. Shout out to White Frosty. Thank you for sending. All right, next up, who do I have? At the very bottom of the 85 now long beat list email, whatever, put the words in the correct order for me. I don't know what I just said. We have Tyshawn is up next. Whoa. Where's Rob at? I know Rob would love this beat. Said something about a beat battle earlier. Yes, it is sold out right now. All the slots are filled up, but I'll probably do another one in the future. But I'm probably gonna have the beat battle live here on YouTube at the end of this month, and I'm gonna need people to help me vote and judge each battle. So anyone who's in the chat that day can help me vote. I actually like had this like as the Iron Man suit up sound. Playboy Cardi album got people inspired. Definitely. This is super unique. Whoa. Chords in it is cool. It's like 6 different bass sounds. I can't stop picturing Tony Stark just with the Iron Man suit coming on. Yeah, this is cool. Probably the most different thing you're going to hear today. Another project file for this is crazy. Absolutely is. Moving on. OG Don. Let me go find it. Where is OG Don's beat? OG Don. I don't see it. Did you send it? I'm looking you up. I'm checking spam and I don't see it. OG Don, if you could send again or forward it to my email. Oh, there it is. It literally just came through right now in this very second. Let's go. OG Don is up next. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's hear what you got today. Bro, the chord, like short chord hits that sound like, what is that, a chorus effect on it with such a slight detune. Great sound selection. OG Don has also secured his spot in the beat battle. About to go crazy. I like the string a lot. I would turn it down though. I have a little bit more in the background. But all these different elements that you're introducing throughout the beat go crazy. Great sound selection. You're also always improving just hearing your beats across the streams. But yeah, whatever that sound. Ooh, why does that keep happening with the purity sound? I gotta get rid of that. Whatever that chord sound is, you went crazy on that. Absolutely love it. All right. Your drum mixing is on point. The kick and the 808 hit crazy. Great mixing. Shout out to OG Don one more time. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. I appreciate you. Hey, I have a general question. I'm definitely not in the industry, but I had a few convos. I don't want to say any names. Is it normal as 90% like my beats and only a few find one thing and say it's not usable for an artist? Meaning like 90% of people like your beat and 10% don't? That's pretty high like ratio. A lot of people hate a lot of things. A lot of people like a lot of things. There's not really any normal percentage rate of how much people like music or whatever. I wouldn't go by or pay attention to any of that. It's whatever. It's music. People like it. People don't like it. Keep it pushing. I sent you a beat through the email. Boom, boom, boom. I started to produce like less than a year ago. Since then, never opened up a DAW. I wanted to try my best to make some project. I guess you meant progress with music. Okay. Let's hear it. It's called Batman. Shout out to Mateo for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Let's go. Batman sample. You could turn up a little bit. Like when I turn up on the volume, then it really starts hitting. And when I go like this, now it's crazy. Let me read that again. You said you only been making beats for started to produce like less than a year ago. This is crazy for less than a year. 808 is in key. It's hitting. The kick is mixed well. So much detail in the hi-hats too. But shout out to Mateo. Thank you for sending and skipping the line with this one. Went pretty hard. All right, it's that time. We're bringing, wait, let me also read the chat. Producing is really subjective, but another thing is you got to have your own signature sound to find artists to tap in with. You can tell Pharrell produced the beat just by the drums. You can tell Wheezy. That is true. It's time for a theoretical question. I haven't done one of these in a very long time. Like a really long time. Where I ask the chat their opinion or what they think about a certain question, and I want real, legitimate answers. The question might sound crazy, but I'm looking for real answers on what you guys would do in these situations. This one's not crazy. It's pretty straightforward. So, would you rather produce the next single for whoever the number one artist in the world is right now, produce their next single, and, you know, whatever comes with that, comes with that. It's going to be the biggest artist in the world right now, produce their next single, or be able to fly for 6 months out of a year, every year. Which one are you choosing? You either get to produce one single for the next artist, for the next number one single for the biggest artist in the world, or be able to fly 6 months out of the year, every year. I want a real well thought out answer and why you chose that. I will wait on the chat, but that's my burning question of the day. Stitch says be able to fly. I'm not mad at that. Being able to fly would be pretty crazy. Produce the single, produce for the number one artist for sure. Okay, so hold on. I'll get some more answers and then I'll share my thoughts. In the meantime, SRD is coming up next once we have a discussion. Let's see. Produce that single, produce the number one artist for sure. Get me to all 6 months. Can get me to Atlanta. Oh, 6 months of the year. Be able to fly. Produce the song. You can make so much money and get a great reputation from producing for artists like The Weeknd or Cardi. Maybe. I don't know. It's not as easy as it sounds. Make it fly first class 6 months out of the year. I'm not mad at that. Fly to explore the world. Produce first artist. I was Mateo from the Batman beat. You put all your effort in. Shout out to you. Want to be the producer. I'm taking flight. Don't need clout from a single when you're the only exactly. Like what? Single because music is much better for me than flying. Really, Tim? But like, it's not saying you can't ever make music again. Wow, just lost my voice. Not saying that you can't ever make music again. It's like you just can't. You're not gonna get that number one single. You might get a single in the future. Let's see. I feel like if I could fly, I could do something to make a hit single with my flying ability. That would be yeah. Like you are the only human being on this earth that could fly. All the news outlets got the cameras on you. You go up there with a billboard. You're like, bro, I got the hardest beats. This is my website. Go buy them. You know how much website traffic you're gonna get? Probably more than if you produce the single. So like, let's say the biggest artist in the world right now puts out their next single. Do you think people are going to be more paying attention to that or more paying attention to the fact that there's one human being that can fly? Where are all of the people going to go to? I don't know. Even if the people don't go, I would keep it low key. I would keep it a secret and just go wherever. Very interesting. Produce the single, get the money. Flying will get boring and doesn't pay at all. Guys, if you produce a #1 single for artists, it doesn't mean you're just going to get a huge amount of money. That, unfortunately, I know it sounds nice, but that is not how it works. It's not that simple. Maybe I'm just biased, but I've never flown before. You need the money to produce the song. I'll be flying with my MPC. I like that. You give me connections in the music world. Single is something that can happen, while flying is literally impossible. I'd rather be able to do the impossible than have a single. Exactly. I produced for the artist, so I had enough money for airplane. You would never need to buy an airplane flight again. Ever. The government's that's why you got to keep it low key, Rod. You can't be public with the flying, I guess. Yeah, you got to be real low key about that. You might fly like Superman. No, I'm talking about flying 6 months out of the year. That means 6 months you got to stay on the ground. But if you want to fly anywhere, you could. Flying like Superman. Yes, I choose to fly. You get different vibes from different places. Go push your beats in other places. The problem, I was just wondering how one can say a beat is not usable. Oh, we're still on this. When there's, don't listen to them. Saying a beat is not usable if there's one little flaw, unless the flaw is like a completely out of tune 808. I already work with an artist, so there's no issue. So there you go. Just keep working with an artist. Never mind, I want to fly, said Tim. Haters will shoot the sky. You just gotta be quick. I thought this was a serious question. This is such a serious question. I feel like I've seen more people say that they want to produce the single. That's really interesting. You could have been a flying celebrity, the only person to fly, get even more money. Damn, everyone's just worried about money. Like, when you just want to fly for fun. If you ever listen to industry producers, you definitely find flaws. That is true. Money's the issue. I'll just... Exactly, yeah. That's crazy. How are you going to catch someone who could fly? Flying will be windy and cold. I don't know. Wear a jacket or don't go that fast. That's crazy. Not me. I'm flying. It's fascinating. It seems like 60-40. Let me put a poll up, actually, so I actually get numbers on this. I'm going to put the poll up, and then we'll get back to the music or whatever we're doing here. I love theoretical questions. Always gets the people talking. This is so interesting. Fly or make single? Fly. Single. I spelled that wrong. Single. Start poll. Let's see what the numbers have to say. If you can fly, you don't have to drive for 6 months out of the year. I feel like networking, building good relationships with artists is more important when you're starting producing than making money. Exactly. I'm not sure now about my opinion. I would go with flying. It just makes so much more sense. I don't know. A single is a one-time thing. Like, give it 2 months and then, okay, cool, you did the thing. And yeah, you could use it to get you pretty far. But like flying 6 months every single year for the rest of your life? That's pretty crazy. Wavy. I told you it's about to be like 60-40, right? We got 67% fly, 33% single. This is so interesting. Next up, I'll let the polls fill up for a little bit, but we got SRD up next. We'll probably do one more theoretical question before the end of the live stream. But SRD, let's hear it.
So play night.
We got the Lil Baby triplet hi-hat. hat sounds a little bit panned to my left. I would just center that and turn it down a little bit. Otherwise, you're good. Frenchie, what is your opinion? Did you answer? Frenchie, are you flying or making the single? I want to hear it from you. Definitely 21 Savage, Little Baby type vibe. Flying for sure. Thank you, Frenchie. We're ending the poll right there. Is looking like 70% fly, 30% make the single for the #1 artist. Okay, but if the single was Not Like Us, would you want? I would still pick Flying, I think. Wait, no, that's like one of the craziest, most historical songs ever that took like 5 Grammys. Or Fly 6 months. Okay, hold on. New poll. That because now it gets serious. Here's the thing: it's produced Not Like Us, and get all the stuff that came with that, including 5 Grammys, or Fly. Like Superman. This changes things. New poll just dropped. Exactly, OG Don. The single gotta be some annual. All right, the new answer. I'm much more specific. It's Not Like Us or Be Able to Fly 6 months out of the year every year. Added bonus: you get to pick which months you want to fly. So it's not like you only get to fly in like the winter and the fall time. Like if you want to fly during summer, you now have the ability to choose what months you want to fly. Big bonus. I don't know if that changes people's answers. Maybe you only want to fly like June, July, August, May. You get to pick. Because some people might get screwed over and they can only fly in the winter. But now you can pick the month. So let's see if this changes things. We got a much closer poll here. 42% would produce Not Like Us, which includes pretty much the biggest song in the world for a minute. And 5 Grammys and everyone's singing it all the time in the Super Bowl and whatnot. Or Fly. I'm still picking Flying, I think. Definitely had a lot more to think about, but Flying is fire. But we'll let that go for a second. Wavy is up next. Tim, did I see her too? Yes. I always see the beats. They will be played. William, you also. This is Wavy, class member. Iconic 808 right there. 808 Cannon from the iconic drum kit. So you did it live on your synth, so it's kind of maybe no, it's fire. Might mix it a little bit different, but what synth did you use? I just put the drum kit in the chat. Aphrodite, we need your opinion in the next 2 minutes. Would you rather be able to fly like Superman, like in the air, fly wherever you want, 6 months out of the year, every year, or produce Not Like Us? Let me know and give me like an explanation. Station 2. Let me look that up. That was quick. Produced Not Like Us. Interesting. Oh, it's a Novation Base Station 2. That's dope. Shout out to Wavy. It's always cool to hear people using like real synths and stuff. LeBron James. We gotta bring back the Pez Awards pretty soon. I need lifetime royalties. Plus, I'm a hater over the ability to fly 6 months out of the year every year. Interesting. Okay. Thank you for your response. I'm gonna end the poll now. Much closer voting now. We got 55% Superman. That doesn't even equal 100. 45% then Produced Not Like Us. Interesting. Thank you for indulging me. We'll do one more theoretical question eventually later on. Yeah, I like how experimental you got with the synth sounds. Shout out to Wavy. All right, we got Tim's third one. Let's go. Also, for anyone wondering, we got a line of 93 beats in the email. Yeah, for anyone wondering, which is crazy. Am I gonna get through 93 beats today? No, I'm not. Sound selection on this. Tim always gets super creative with the sounds. Whatever that pad is, works so well. Sick little percussion loop. Solid. I'll turn the riser down at the end. Is it only at the end? Whoa. Yeah, that guy. Turn that down a little bit. But otherwise, solid beat from Tim. What's the queue looking like? I feel like I just said it. 90 something. 93 beats in the email. I got William up next, and then Aphrodite up next, and then after that the line skips are open. If you don't feel like waiting for me to get through 93 beats, which I already said is probably not going to happen, you can always skip the line at any time. Check the description for instructions. You would send $10 to my PayPal or Cash App, so you get priority and get to be played immediately next. Or if you're an online class member, you also have that. Otherwise, I just go from the bottom one by one based on who sent first. So if you sent it 5 minutes ago, there's like 90 people who had sent before. This is William's third. All right, let's get it. Talking about the next three people. Yeah, William, Aphrodite, and then somebody. I probably got way too many effects in the song. Actually, no. I don't think there's enough effects in the sound. Yeah, nah, the first one that you sent was definitely the best one. The drums were mixed. This one mixing, some sounds are really loud and distorted. Some are even louder than the loud and distorted ones. The chirp is back. We got I Am Music Type. He needs more. Oh man. Yeah, no. What you did with the first beat was definitely clean. And the sound selection was on point and the drums were mixed really well. This one though is another anxiety inducing one. That's gonna be my nightmares maybe. I don't know. We got Aphrodite up next and then Honda's back at it. Slow burn, 115 BPM. Wait, I thought I saw a good... Okay, guys, let's think. Being able to fly doesn't deprive you of the opportunity to sell beats, get connections, and probably produce the #1 single. Exactly. Why not fly and also do that instead of only being able to do one time? Okay. Okay, vocal. We got like this more open verse section. Fire. Damn, 808's hitting. Super solid stream, Billy. Yup. Damn, that vocal was crazy. Shout out Aphrodite. Yeah. No, this is fire. Can't really think of anything. Oh yeah. Always amazing to see how far you've come in the online class. Shout out to Aphrodite. Thank you very much for sending. Appreciate that. Chambers, how do you come up with your name? That's because that is my name. Or that's my government last name. I said Honda's up next. Yes, indeed. Another class member going crazy. Collab with Jaden. Let's hear it. If it would download, but it's not downloading. Okay, here we go.
Wait, hold on, this Honda.
Love the shaker. really loving the amount of beats that I'm hearing with just no 808s, just really smooth synth bass. Going crazy. Clean mix, great drums, obviously great chords as well. Beautiful use of a vocal sample. You guys killed that together. Two incredible producers for an incredible collaboration. There's a thorn on my foot. Have you tried pulling it out? Hear the outro. Let's go. You guys went crazy. Thank you very much for sending. Honda and Jaden. Next up, Yusuf. Let's hear it. I'm new to this, but I learned a lot from you. Where's Black Boy JB? Whatever that bass sound is really interesting. I like it. This could be an NLE chop with Black Boy JB melody. It'll definitely be a lot louder. Obviously, you can turn the drums up. I might change some of the drum sounds that are being used. I like the bass though. Yeah, for someone who's new to it, fire. Definitely better than where I was at. I like the melody. And I also like how you have variation throughout the beat. Like I heard the octave switches and different instruments being brought in. I would love for you to do the same kind of change ups with the drums too. If it means taking the 808 out for 4 bars, take out the hi-hat for 4 bars, just different change ups so it's not too repetitive. Has potential for sure, but not bad for someone who's pretty new to it. Thank you for sending. All right, Stitch, I got you. Up next. Boom, 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 boom. Excited to hear this. For everyone who doesn't know, in the last beat battle that I did last year, Stitch was one of the final contestants. And in the final round, he went against the other producer and they tied 50-50 at the very end. And we had to do a sudden death to end the battle. It was crazy. But Stitch is always known for having super unique beats that just sound not like anything you've heard before. I want to hear the 808 a little bit louder. So you did the melody and you killed it. Fire, really interesting sound selection. I also think it's really interesting how you're like sneaking a piano into all these synthetic digital kind of or like synthesized sounds and combining it with a more organic instrument like a piano. And of course, I just went right into it. Yeah, shout out to Stitch. Thank you for sending. Next up, I got Nico. What is the beat title? That's it. 92 BPM. There we go. That was loud. I was like, I'm wondering if you're ever going to change up the chords. I like this string part. I try to incorporate it a little bit earlier. Like halfway through the hook, bring the strings in, cut the low end so it's not being too muddy. Or right there with the synth bass. I like lower octave piano chords. I feel like they have a lot more emotion in them than like higher octave piano, if you ever pay attention to that. And by adding the strings to it, you definitely bring more emotion out. I just wish I could hear them a little bit earlier in the beat instead of waiting this entire time to get to them. Shout out to Nico. Thank you for sending. Next, I got Kenny up next. Classic. Thank you for sending and skipping the line, since the line is, let me see, still 90, somehow still 93 beats in the email. And you don't have to wait for any of that. Let's get it with Kenny.
Kenny made a banger.
Run it back. That snare. Wow.
Kenny made a banger.
What you guys hear on this? I need good answers. Only thing I would do is turn the snare down. The first times you hear it, it's like, wow, that's fire. But then after a while, like, boom, 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 keeps hitting your ears. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Also, that right there, super subtle chord change. I don't know if you ever pay attention to that in music, but there's some songs where it's like you'll get 8 bars of a chord, and then after 8 bars, then they change it. Where some people have chord changes every 2 seconds, but like when you really work up to that chord change, it just hits kind of different. Dolce would absolutely. Kenny went crazy as per usual. Thank you very much for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Moving on to the next one. We got Aiden De La Cruz with a beat called Bang Bang. The subject is 15, producer, by the way. I think he meant 15-year-old. The 808 police being run. One of the number one or biggest rules of using bass, don't layer 808s with synth basses. That's how you get clashed, muddy sounding beats. Keep them separate. It could be a cool like NLE chopper vibe, but you got to keep the 808 separate from it. That's why it sounds so distorted. See, now they're apart. And now they're not. Also, what would be great for the beat is some type of high octave melody. You could probably do it with the piano since you already have like a piano based song. But something just to fill up that higher octave register for a second and give it that contrast instead of staying in the low octave so much. Well, shout out to Aiden 28. Let me find you. Thank you for sending and skipping the line of 90 beats. 28. Let's go.
Go hard.
Damn, okay. That's how you mix drums. Yeah, when I say a kick needs punch or impact, this is what I mean. And I also love how the perks are mixed kind of loud. Not too loud, but like they're not invisible and in the background. Same thing for this one. I would love like some sort of high octave layer or melody or something at some point in the beat. And maybe a break from the drums at some point. But otherwise, the mixing is definitely the strong suit here. Like, it was crazy. Solid mixing with kick and 808 without it clashing or anything like that. Thank you, 20H, for sending. Skipping the line. Appreciate you. And I'm back. At the bottom of the line. Who's up next? Taking LV. Let's see. Look at that waveform. Sorry, I also love how quickly this just gets up and running, like in the first few seconds. That's one of my favorite things in beats. When you have a really full sounding hook and then to the verse you just drop it off and make it much more simplified. Turn down a little bit because it's distorting kind of. Oops. So important to have sections like that in your music where it's just simple. And I love that when you introduce that synth bass and drop the drums out of it. New drum bounce. Crazy outro. Shout out Taking LV. Appreciate you for sending. That was crazy. Next up, at the very bottom of the line, JRS Beats is up. Project One. Breakcore. Needed that 808. Need that kick with the 808 combo, so it just has more punch to it. This one has potential. Needs work mainly with the structuring because it took us 40 seconds to get to the 808. So I'll do like 8-bar intro max and then bring the drums in, kick with the 808. Try to avoid sections like this that don't really have much going on for extended periods of time. But I see the potential in the melody. And yeah, definitely layer that kick with the 808 at some point. Just to bring out the impact and the beat. Next up, we got Simone with a hard beat, is what it's called. Whoa. We got an out of key bass. I'm sorry. That's 7 months in 808 prison. It's very creative, but the bass is like, it's off by a little bit. I guess being like on a Dreamville album. But like, just gotta fix that 808 and it'll be much better. Marlon is up next. I believe all the way from South Africa. Wait, we were just doing like an Irish jig. Like I'm in like, I don't know where in Europe. That was sick. What is that theme song? Dun, 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 dun. What is that from? Oh, it sounds just like something. I don't know what it is though. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wow, it sounds so familiar. It's amazing though, especially based on the bass that we heard all the way back here and how you built on that. Crazy outro, wow. Said Dua Lipa and Britney Spears. Why not? Yeah, that's sick. That has a lot of potential. Shout out to Marlon. He was in the chat before. I don't know where he went, but put that in the top 3. Why not? That was awesome. Thank you for sending. Next up, we got JD. Prod JD. Slow High.
Hey, come on, JD. Play with that track.
I would keep it as those first 2 chords. This one and that one is fire. But then that one kind of throws it off a little bit. And definitely get the drums up a lot louder. But first, before any of that, yeah, definitely use those first 2 chords. Those could be dope. So it sounds like that. Whoa, that's sick. Yeah, it's really cool to see how many different sections it has. George is in the building. What's good? How you been? That sound like you could turn down. That was a little bit harsh in the ears, but overall, you could definitely turn the whole thing up, especially the drums. But shout out to JD. Thank you for sending. Super unique sounds in that one. SOLT. Salt is up next. Still working from the bottom of the line, which has, what, 88 beats in it. Let's see what this waveform sounds like. Wow. Wait. They had me in the first half. But then it got a little bit confusing. Damn. It was dope for like the first 4 seconds, and then now it's just the same thing over and over. I do like what I first heard, but I feel like it needs a little bit more development. It's definitely Lil Jon, but after a while it just sounds like it's not really going anywhere. You know, like it's not like there's a start point, but there's not really an end point. It kind of just gets stuck in this endless cycle over and over, if that makes sense. And some of the drum bounce gets a little bit confusing. I feel like it could be a really cool beat though. Could be fire. Just needs a little bit of work. Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Who have up next? SKOL. I like this a lot. 808 hits perfectly. There's that high octave I need. That is a good point. I don't know about the perk that hits with the 808. Yeah, it's like all the way in my right ear. I'll probably get rid of that and replace it with an open hat. Yeah, the 808 hits. I like how short it is too, and it like hits perfectly. And also when you did the higher octave strings, that was fire. All right, moving on. We got Wavy. How long have I been here? 2 hours and 10 minutes. All right, I say I'll do 5 to 10 more beats this stream. Now is the time for any last minute line skips. If you absolutely want to be heard today, now would be the time to skip the line. Otherwise, as usual, I'm going to just go one by one from the bottom of the list, which has 86 beats in it. And then after today, the list gets cleared and we start again next week, Monday and Tuesday, 4 p.m. This is Wavy. He said this is a Playboy Cardi type beat, so just be careful. Anson, I don't know which beat is yours. I'm not mad at this. Turn the 808 down a tiny bit so it's not as distorted, but still creative beat. Shout out to Wavy, trying something new, not mad at it. Based on the last Playboy Cardi album that I still have not listened to yet. If you have listened to it, what do you guys think? I would love to know what your opinions are. Next up, Alexander, aka Prod Rocket Main, in the building. Let's go.
Produced by Rocket Man.
I like the vocal that you added, and it's in key with the sample. It would be sick. Whoa, wait, hold on. That's awesome. Cool, shout out to Rocket Man. I like the drum sound selection that you used on that one. Anson, it's because you've been sending to the wrong email the whole time. But I got you. Love a slow trap beat, 121 BPM. Great 808 sound choice. See, that's sick. Like I always say, don't layer bass and 808s at the same time, but you could go back and forth in between them. You got some bass and then transition into the 808, and they take turns. They don't layer on top of each other. Shout out to Anson. Thank you for sending. Shout out Rocket Main in the chat. Thank you as well. Appreciate you guys sending beats to the stream. I'll do about 3 more. Let's see what we got from Prod Mercy. Damn. This is awesome too. Drums go crazy. Yeah. Again, great mixing with the drums. Appreciate you. Decoy Music is next, who I think I just saw in the chat before. The beat called Neon Streets. And then we got one more after this. Now, this could be in a documentary. Oh, that bass. This is sick. I don't know why. I could just sit here and listen to it. Like, it just keeps getting more and more interesting. That could be in a lot of things. Shout out to Decoy Music. Commercial, documentary, movie, TV show, anything. That was dope. Alright, I'll do one more and then Wavy's gonna be the outro beat. Where was I at? Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. Nice 131 BPM. See the vision for this one. Just needs a lot of mixing work because like the main synth sound is super loud. I like the drum pattern. Just if you mixed it and leveled it out so there's more balance, it would be a lot better. I like the different section here. But yeah, I like how in the verse you simplified it a little bit. Great technique there. Try a section without drums filling up the whole time. But otherwise, yeah, just mainly mixing work, and it could be fire. Like I said, Wavy's taking us out now. He said he's nervous about it. Don't worry, I'm gonna be talking most of the time. You get a sad beat at the end. All right. 808 is in key, but it's very quiet. Yeah, get some more bass in there, but otherwise it's fire. Great drum bounce. But yeah, it is not bad at all. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Next live stream will be next week, Monday and Tuesday. Here is the life hack. I always post the day before I go live, which is usually on Sunday. Once you see that I post about it, send me your beat immediately. That's how you get at the beginning of the line. And then people come in through the stream and the line gets up to 90 beats like it did today. You want to be one of the people who sent it first. So look out, whatever, for the YouTube posts. I also post about it in my community, which you could join for free. And yeah, so stay tuned on Sunday when I post about it. Once you see that post go up, send me the beat immediately. Beat battle coming up later next. When is it? Probably at the end of the month, one of the weekends. But yeah, also if you're an online class member, you get to join any live stream and send a beat at any time and never have to wait in line. If you want to join the online class, I will give you guys the link here in the chat. But yeah, shout out Wavy for taking us out. Appreciate everyone in here, and I will see you next week, Monday and Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, be one of the first people to send to the stream. Peace.